Has been a week of sad landmarks having to do with horrific shootings in the United States of America. On Wednesday in Orlando, Florida, a church rang its bells 49 times to remember the 49 innocent victims murdered in the Pulse nightclub mass shooting 8 years ago. Also on Wednesday, survivors of the 2012 Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre graduated from high school, a painful reminder of the 20 classmates who were killed and should have been there to graduate alongside them. Today in Parkland, Florida, some victims' families of the 2018 Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School mass shooting watched the demolition of what was a preserved crime scene. For more than 6 years, this blood-stained building, where 17 children were massacred, stood frozen in time. And joining us now is Max Schachter. His son, 14-year-old Alex Schachter, was one of the 14 students murdered on that horrible day. Max is one of the parents who courageously went inside the building before its planned demolition. Max, thank you so much for joining us. What was going through your mind when you saw the building demolition today? Did you want it to be torn down?
I had mixed feelings. For the last 8 months, we've been bringing people through the building. The site of the Parkland school shooting is the only mass shooting site where large groups of people have actually been brought through the building so that we can use that building and so we can make sure that this never happens again. And so I was sad that nobody else is going to be able to be brought through that, and it'll never happen again. The reason this was so unique is because never before have you had the site of a mass shooting stand in basically frozen in time for 5.5 years. The reason this happened is because after the shooting, the district attorney put a lock and a massive fence around the building, and he wanted to bring the jury from the Parkland murder trial through that building. And then we had the deputy that never went in the building. So we had the trial for him as well. And then after these trials were concluded, the district attorney's office gave the building back to the school district, and they asked the families if we wanted to go in. And I had been asked to go in back in 2018, and I couldn't. I said no, it was just too painful. But when they asked me last year, I went in. I wanted to understand where Alex was. I wanted to see the angles. I wanted to really sit where Alex was. That was where he took his last breath, and I wanted to be there in that place. And so when I exited the building, my wife saw how traumatized I was, and she said to me, "You know what you need to do? You need to make every member of Congress walk through that building." Mm-hmm. And I said, "You're right." And that was the mission that I set out on for 8 months. Because never before have you had a building where nothing's been removed and it hasn't been clean, Jake. So there was blood everywhere from the deadliest high school shooting in U.S. history, where 17 were murdered and 17 were injured in just 3 minutes and 51 seconds. And so in October, I brought 215 people through that building. And the largest group of individuals from any state, there were 25 states that came, was from Utah. And so one of those was a Utah State Representative, Ryan Wilcox. Ryan was in that building on campus for 6 hours. He took 20 pages of notes detailing every failure. And then he took those lessons learned and he put it into a $100 million Utah school safety bill, the largest Utah school safety bill they've ever passed. So it was sad, and I was upset that I wasn't able to bring more people through that building, but I was grateful to the school district for letting me bring all those people. We brought members of Congress. We brought the Secretary of Education, Miguel Cardona. Fred Guttenberg orchestrated and organized the Vice President Harris to come through that building, and we brought the director of the FBI through. So even though it was so painful and hard for me to go into that building every time and walk those officials through into Alex's classroom, I did it because I knew that schools were safer because I did that, yeah. and lives were saved because we brought all those people through the building.
It's really remarkable what you've done, Max. I have a 14-year-old son, and I cannot imagine the pain you live with every day. But as you acknowledge in a modest way, you have spent so much time trying to make sure no other parent has to go through what you went through, you and so many other parents down there at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. What is one effort that you think has made a real difference? There have been so many things that you've been pushing in terms of school safety and school shootings, preventing school shootings. What one are you most proud of?
You know, I travel around the country after this happened, and I present on Parkland. I deliver a 3.5-hour presentation on the failures of the school district, the law enforcement failures, how they never went in the building and they waited outside. And then, my second half of my presentation, I talk about everything that Florida's done. Florida is the leader in school safety across the country. And so there's no reason to reinvent the wheel. Florida's doing a lot of good things in regards to making schools safer. And I want every state in the country to be enacting these laws. Florida didn't just check the box after Parkland and pass one bill, but we've passed 7 consecutive school safety bills since the horrible tragedy that took Alex and 16 others. And the most impactful thing I do, people can hear me give a presentation or I can meet with members of Congress. But Jake, walking through that building, I brought people that had served tours in Afghanistan and Iraq. They said it was the worst crime scene they've ever been to. And they said that their life was changed because of this. And they walked out of that building with a rejuvenated determination to make sure that it never happened again. So the most impactful thing I've done over the last 6 years to make schools safer was bringing people through the site of the Parkland school shooting.
Max Schachter, may the memory of your son Alex be a blessing. You have been working to make it a real blessing for so many moms and dads and kids that are not going to go through that. So thank you so much, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Jake.